Today we're going to find out what a third bridge is together and find out what it can do. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Levon and I'm a sex addict. Oh, wrong meeting. Hi, my name is Levon and I'm a masochist. I've been working on an insane side project of a side project. The first project is a 1930s Maybell electric guitar. The side project that was supposed to be easy is a keyboard glockenspiel, which is a side project of this 1967 Telecaster. It is 2 days until generally I release a new video, and neither of them are close to being done. And so I'm going to start another one right now at 6 p.m. on a Wednesday. Hopefully I get it done for Friday. Now, unfortunately, I don't own a lot of guitars, but I do have this one Telecaster. And my plan is to make this Telecaster a guitar with a tunable third bridge. I have zero plan and zero time, so let's get going. The first question you're probably asking yourself, if you don't know already, what is a third bridge? And furthermore, what are the first two? We're all familiar with the bridge on a guitar. It is the point off which a string begins its journey to the nut, which brings us to the second bridge. More commonly known as the nut, this is a bridge in some cultures and languages. And a third bridge can either be placed between the tuners and the nut, or between the bridge and the tailpiece. It's not a new idea, but it's one that really didn't catch my eye until I saw Millimetric Instruments' rendition of it. Really eye-catching version, and so I was inspired. Prior to that, I always assumed that pickups behind the bridge were just for experimental noise, etc., and that tailpieces with different string lengths were for optimizing tension, etc., and in some cases that's exactly the case. But essentially what it allows you to do is add an additional pickup and take advantage of the string length between the two bridges, and if set up correctly, they can be tuned to be sympathetic to your instrument. Now, apparently on this guitar, I meant to have some oversized, over-width bridge plate. So we're gonna ignore what it looks like and go for functionality only. Now, I'm not a Tele guy. The 67 over there is the first Tele I really had. Somebody locally gave me this, and I also have one extra neck over there that my sister got for me. Anyway, I don't have any Telecaster pickups, so let's see if we can find anything in here that will work. My thought here is I will install this bridge backwards. It will be my primary bridge and my pickup for the third bridge. I just need to switch the saddle orientation. I was thinking I needed to switch the sides for bass and treble, but it looks like these cheap-ass Lawrence saddles are all the exact same groove, so no worries there. As the old saying goes, measure once. I measured again. I was off by an inch. So it looks more like it's supposed to, but this means I have much less room for a third bridge. Well, to regain some length, I'm thinking about string through with this buddy. However, I'm not sure the strings will be long enough. Let's put the slutty go-toes that I took off my 67 Tele onto this poop butt. To register the bit, I am marking the center of each of these screw holes. Apparently I'm out of tuner screws. Old foamy to the rescue. So of course my tail block here and my ferrules have none of these same dimensions, so it's going to be a 3 drill bit operation. First, just gonna make sure the center is indeed the center. Always give it your all, but don't let your piece shift. It's kind of like playing Operation. If you give a lot of fix, you can put a piece of masking tape to minimize chip out. It's actually going to be a 5 drill bit operation. Pilot hole, string hole. This 1/4 inch bit is the diameter of this. The next bit up is a 5/16, which is the countersink of the ferrule here. And this bit is for those guys. It's actually pretty nice wood on the neck. I mean, there's pitch in it, but there's some flame to it. And this walnut plug is nice. However, I don't bother going all the way with it, which is fine. Now, always an excellent idea to have a registering tiny hole through the entire piece. I'm not going to do the 1/8 inch string through drill bit till the very end, so I can use this to register all the other bits. The smaller your registration hole, the more accurate your drilling will be. Unless your dirty ass drill press won't hold your bit. Actually, I have to clean out my chuck so its teeth can get tight enough. Okay, never mind. Guess we'll go with the string through bit. Hope for the best. Spoil board. Well, I definitely should have started those on the top, the part that's going to be visible. They're nice and straight on the back, but on the top, not so much. Oh, she's tight. Well, that went off the rails. I guess I should have known from the get-go when the pilot holes didn't go straight that the whole thing was going to be a show. Just goes to show you, if you are going to do this to a guitar you actually like, make a jig first to drill your holes. Jig for every single hole. Because if you can't drill 6 holes in a straight line in the jig, then you probably shouldn't try in the guitar without a jig. Oh well. Oh gosh, at least the back looks good, hey? We all know no one looks at the front of a guitar. Dull drill bits make Levon a dull boy. My favorite feature of any pickup is when the spring actually grips on the screw so you don't have to hold it all in place when you're installing it. Now that it's installed, I guess I better double check that it actually works. Boom. All right, let's not waste time making a control plate till we know this thing works. I'm going to use this janky one I have that has extra holes for some reason. And I'm going to put the output jack and a single volume knob on it. And a three-way switch, of course. So I can select just the bridge pickup, or just the harmonic pickup, or both. Up, 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 come on. Telecaster in the way. All right, since the high E is the longest string, we'll start there and see if these will actually reach the tuners from way back here. Ooh, that is tight. I'm not sure that's gonna work. I forgot I meant to file these edges because these are meant to be strung the other way, so these strings might break really quickly. A better view of the area I got up to with the paint. Really screwed it up. Once I have the action height set, I will then intonate the guitar. Well, here's something annoying I didn't anticipate. The strings, in some cases, are hitting the adjustment screws. So I either have to cut these or use shorter ones. So everything's a little sharp, so we're going to pull everything back a little bit. The clearance is good of the back of the bridge. Now we need to determine the height of the third bridge saddles. Let's make these saddles and then take Buggy for a WALK. I've got these walnut plugs I'm hoping will do the trick. Here's our first prototype. that's the last one. But before we test it out, let's go for a walk. Puggy found some pizza. One bite, you know the rules. Now I'm having a hell of a time getting good resonance, especially out of the plain strings. These two are dead. I even tried a metal saddle to try to get more life out of this. It did not work. So, ran into a little bit of drama. As I was opening the strings and stringing up the guitar, I decided to register my points on the D'Addario's Player's Circle, whatever it's called. D'Addario, sorry. And it said to me that the points code was valid, but had already been redeemed, and that if I thought these are counterfeit, I should contact them via the website. So I did that. Then I opened the second box I got in the same order, and all three of those had the same code again. Additionally, some of the strings are tarnished right out of the pack, so I suspect these might be counterfeit. So I'm gonna go get some other strings from a local shop. This is throwing a bit of a wrench in my 1.5 day side project of a side project of a side project. Now we've got a side project of getting real strings. So let's go blow another 30 bucks on a pack of strings. Just called the local mom and pop shop, Tapestry Music, and they say they've got the 3-pack in stock. And the price is the same as online, or maybe a little bit cheaper. It's $26.50. Well, D'Addario saw my video apparently, and while I was driving to the music store to buy more strings, they reached out and said the stamping issue could be an issue, could be a thing that happens. They're changing things about Player's Circle. I did ask them if they are a direct dealer to Tapestry Music, and they said yes, so that's good. I feel guilty for making my short now, because what if they're real? They are tarnished, and the player's codes are f***ed. But I got the 3-pack, and we're gonna compare. Of course, there could be differences in production dates that change details. Unfortunately, I do not have access to that information. Best I can do is just side by side them. Okay, here we go. This is minor, but the package I just got from Tapestry, you can see the front wraps around better than the graphics on the top of this. That is something that can be easily hashed up to minor factory changes. The printing looks pretty much the same. Again, minor differences. The alignment is different. This looks the same. The cutouts are the same distance. Yeah, the printing all looks pretty identical. Again, slight difference in alignment. The blue comes lower, the UPC goes to the glue. Let's open them. Again, Tapestry. The print quality, obviously lower here. The darks aren't as dark. Another thing I'm noticing is the pack is taller. Yeah, longer, taller. The opening is offset instead of parallel. Let's open them. 3 sets of 2, 3 sets of 2. That's consistent. Purple and silver, let's see. The paint looks the same. The windings look similar enough. I'm not seeing any red flags there. The color of the cores, that's about the same. Okay, the back side. Obviously here, the printing on the back is still much better on these ones. And obviously very different font for the player's circle code. That again could just be a difference in when they were made. Inside paper, I can't tell a difference really. Another thing I should note, they do have unique codes on each. I will have already redeemed these, so don't even try. All 3 of those did register on the site and gave me 150 points each. You can see there's difference in how they were sealed as well. This is the ones I got from, these are the ones I bought today from Tapestry. You also see a difference in the texture of where the resealable strip has been affixed. It's subtle, but this one's wider and a different pattern. I am noticing that the Tapestry ones are a little bit wider, even though they are shorter. The seal on the side seems identical. You do see some tarnishing here on the strings. The ball ends are indiscernible. Let's see if the winding length is identical. Identical length. Okay, I'm actually seeing a slight color difference between the reds. There is a slight color difference in the orange, and in this one, it's a darker orange. So things happen, processes can change. These could just be old strings and that's why they're tarnished. But the list of differences is this package is longer. It's got an offset cut in the opening. The sealing of the ends is different. The adhesion of the strip is different. Obviously the printing quality is different. This is much sharper. Different font. Again, printing quality. One last detail, the B string on the non-locally purchased one is orange, and here it's more of a bronze or brass. Anyway, enough of that investigative nonsense. I am sending those suspect packs to D'Addario, and they are going to replace them. I doubt I will hear back about the conclusion. Make up your own mind. Let me know in the comments if you've come across any packs that are like the non-locally purchased one I had, like the longer with the offset opening, the poor print quality, and whether or not you got them from a reputable dealer who deals directly with D'Addario or not. Let's see what this guitar sounds like. Well, it's Friday, and I'm not putting out the video today. Instead, I'm gonna clean, finish the demos, maybe make a pick card, and then edit the video. Did I say that already? But are you gonna help clean up? He's not gonna help. Today I learned mini lighter is the perfect sanding awl for the radius in the neck pocket of a telecaster. Now, I've mentioned this before, but you only ever want to fit one joint at a time. I started with the neck joint. Yeah, first I did the neck joint. Now I'm taking off the control plate. And I'm going to screw it in place over the guard and trace it. It's very close to the original line I made, which was a tracing of the guard. And in this case, I am going to sand just up to the line because the line is the outer diameter. If you get a custom guard made, you should expect it to take the craftsperson at least 2 hours. Now the pickguard is still very much matte, but I don't care. I'm done for now on this project. Oh, I do need a knob though. That would be a cute last addition. Buggy, what knob? Here, come here. Which knob? I do notice I've got a top hat. Oh. Dang. I had a vintage top hat, perfect for the telly, but it's been effed with. I mean for the 67 telly. I think I'll go for one of these Mustang bass style. Yeah. Long grub screw. Let's get back to this guitar and the dubious strings that are on it and see if we can play it. Now, the concept behind these saddles is pretty simple. If it's sharp, make it longer, and it will get lower. Okay, after those initial experiments, it has become clear to me that to get a balance in the ridiculousness and the normal tone, I will need 2 outputs. I'm gonna add a second jack here and have one jack be the regular Dagger Sonic pickup and the other one be the Ibanez behind the bridge pickup, and see where that takes us. Because I don't feel like making a ridiculously offset control plate for the output jack, or jack plate I should say. I'm going to use an electro socket and waste some more money on this project. Please subscribe. got the one pilot hole drilled, and I'm going to screw this in and then drill the second pilot hole. That way, they will be guaranteed. Yes, I'm using a slot head screwdriver on a Phillips head screw. Cry me a river. That way, there's no chance they'll be misplaced with relation to one another. Now I am going to attempt to put them both through a singular amplifier and then modify the volume of the bridge pickup with this. Well, in terms of balance, that was an easy solution, but learning how to play it is a different thing. Let's put a delay on the behind the bridge. Let's give the bridge even more volume. That's pretty dope. Happy Father's Day to those who celebrate. Also, big shout out to anyone in more complicated situations who are solo parents or guardians or just in situations where you're caring for a child. Happy Father's Day or whatever. Happy Parents' Day to you. You probably noticed my cool ass vintage sunglasses. I got these from my friend Erin McGinty. And unfortunately, she is no longer with us. And I'd like to dedicate this video to her. She was a wonderful person. Everyone who knew her loved her. And something happened to her that you're not allowed to say on YouTube, which is absurd. And you know, if you're ever thinking of doing something that you can't say on YouTube, call your friends. They love you. Or if that's not an option, you're not comfortable with that, call 988. That's pretty much only applies to North America as far as I know, but you have options until you don't. So much love to Erin, to her family, to all of her friends. And yeah, just reach out if you need to.
It's now what Papa told you to do. Everything will be alright. I'll stay by.